So my name's Max Hart, I'm 21 and I had CFS since halfway through 2011. I'd previously suffered a bit from bronchitis and that brought on post-viral fatigue. And it was only after a few months of seeing multiple doctors that someone actually suggested it could be chronic fatigue. I was really lethargic and I pretty much couldn't get out of bed, and I was sleeping about 15-hour days. I couldn't really do anything much physically, so my body deteriorated a fair bit. It got to the stage where I couldn't even do 10 push-ups in a row, which is something like I've been training for volleyball at quite a high level, so that always came quite naturally to me, and I did that during my normal training quite easily. And so I just was thinking, what's going on? Like, my body shouldn't be like this, no one's body should be like this. The toughest part about being diagnosed with CFS was probably the realisation that I couldn't do the things that I loved anymore. So playing volleyball, going out and seeing friends, having a few drinks with my mates, they were things that weren't achievable to me anymore. Well, I saw about 3 or 4 general practitioners, and some even said they specialised in chronic fatigue, but I found none of them were helpful at all, and just were giving me kind of stock standard advice like rest and that's it, there's nothing you can do about it. I found out about Toby through a mutual friend of ours. My mum was quite pushy about it because I was lost faith in doctors and stuff, so I didn't really want to see another person. And Toby to me at that stage was just another person. And when I eventually went and saw him, he was different to a doctor, so it was kind of like me, I felt, because he went through this at a similar stage. I felt quite excited, but I knew I had to temper my expectations because, it's not reasonable to expect that I would be cured overnight or anything, because there is no cure. But I knew that I was onto someone different and good. I started on a really minimal fitness program. It was based around the fact that I pretty much had no base at all. Throughout my recovery, I had a fair few setbacks where I accidentally pushed a bit too hard. That's where Toby came into play a lot of the time, because he kind of helped me find that right balance of getting the right amount of exercise and not overdoing it, and that was a really hard thing for me. Life now, compared to what it was, has changed significantly. I've learned so much about CFS going through the program. I've learned about how to be strict with myself. I've learned how to stick to a routine. I think those are the things that CFS really teaches you. Physically, I've recovered really well, and I'm really, really happy. I'm probably fitter than I've ever been. And yeah, I can hang out with my friends normally again, which is huge for me, and it's just like boosted my spirits immensely. My future plans would be to become a chronic fatigue health coach. I got a bit inspired by Toby to help people, and so I did a personal training degree and got fully qualified. To other CFS sufferers thinking about seeing Toby, I'd say give it a shot. He really opened my eyes to how I could get better and what it would take for me to get better.